Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today, as promised, I'm going to do the lower body version of this sort of training cycle or weekly setup that I'm going to do. Probably, I don't know, probably at least 4 to 8 weeks. And I hope you saw the video that I did for the upper body earlier this week. And that was really my first time doing a higher intensity or lower volume training program where each set is taken pretty close to failure, really, and we were controlling the reps. That is my first experience doing that in some time, and so I filmed that, I believe, on Tuesday, and it is Friday evening. So that's how I'm going to do it for, at least, I'd say at least 6 to 8 weeks. I'll probably follow this program and really, try to be linear with it and try to, progress. But this week, it was my first experience doing it, and it was, not that soreness is really what we're striving for, but I got very sore. The chest pressing movement, of course, made my pectoralis muscles sore. The pull-ups, I watched the video and I think I ended up getting 5 with pretty much like a 4 seconds cadence, 4 concentric and 4 eccentric. So you're looking at maybe 7 to 8 second rep, and so if I did 5 reps, or you're looking at a time under load of 30 to 40 seconds, and then I did another rep or 2. So probably a minute of time under load combined. And like I mentioned in the upper body workout, one of the mistakes that, at least for me and my training, is when sometimes people do slower cadence, they go much lighter than they would train traditionally, and I think that's probably a good way to start. But eventually, I think we need to be training with loads that are going to be a challenge, and where we're maybe, if we're doing a cadence of 4 and 4, 4 second concentric and 4 second eccentric, if 8 seconds per rep or 7 to 8 seconds per rep, if you get 3 to 4 reps, if you got 4 reps, it's about a 30-second set. That's a long time to be under load. And so, like I mentioned, I find that doing 4 to 5 reps with a slower cadence like that, it still allows me to train with a very heavy load, which I believe benefits me specifically. I tend to be more of a power type individual, fast twitch dominant. But anyway, regardless, we really wouldn't know that unless you took muscle biopsies in multiple muscle groups. But regardless, I just feel like that is an advantage to me, and might be something that you could use in your own training. Is if you do choose to train with the lower volume approach, and you're doing controlled cadences, to still try to at least work your way into training a little bit heavier, so you're not so aerobic with your training, but at least the time under load is 30 to 45 seconds or so, so you're able to train a little heavier. Okay, so today's lower body day. I just have talked way too long already. Excuse me. We're going to start off with the calf press. This is a calf press machine. It's a very good machine. I really have enjoyed using this, not only with my clients but with myself. I'm going to do them one-legged tonight. And again, I'm going to follow a pretty slow cadence. I totally do not have any idea what I will be able to use as far as a load to get good range of motion both ways. So it's going to be kind of experiment this first workout. So we're going to start with the calf press exercise. You could do this on a leg press as well, but we're going to do a calf press. Okay, then we're going to move over to the back extension machine, and that's going to target our hamstrings and the erector spinae muscles. I really like to do that. We're going to do that slow, and again, I'm going to be experimenting with the weight. I'll probably hold, my idea is to maybe hold a 45-pound dumbbell, try to do maybe 4 reps with that, again with a slow cadence. The range of motion is kind of funky on that, so we'll just see how that goes. I may have to adjust it as we go. And then we're going to go over and do a leg press exercise. That will be extremely difficult, especially with the slow cadence, and I'm sure it'll be extremely taxing. And then we'll probably conclude the workout with an abdominal crunch exercise. I'm tempted to not even do that because my abdominals got extremely sore this week from doing the tempo on the pull-up exercise. So we'll see. I probably won't. I will certainly just probably do one set of maybe 4 reps, with a slow tempo on the crunching exercise, but I won't do a rest pause or anything like that. I'll just do probably a straight set. We'll see how I feel, especially after that leg press, but that's the plan. That's it. The most 4 exercises. So, and again, I'm going to try to do cadence where I'm doing 3 to 4 seconds concentric, 3 to 4 seconds eccentric, and we'll see how we go. I'll start here with this calf machine. I am going to do them one-legged. I just find it works real well for me, and I do have one leg that's weaker than the other. I don't always do that, but I'm going to today. And also this machine, it only is not real heavy, so for me, I need to do these one-legged. So, all right, let's get started with the calf raise, and we'll try to keep these controlled, even though the range of motion is fairly short. Okay. And this exercise obviously doesn't tax my body as much as those bigger movements. Just working the lower leg. Okay. Guess you can't really see my movement there on the calf exercise. Might move the camera at another angle here after I do this set on my right leg. So I think I did 6 of those. I'm going to move this, see if I can get a little better angle, a little farther away from it. See if you guys can see that a little better, maybe. All right, so I did get my right leg done, and I'm not going to do a rest pause set. I just don't feel like that it's necessary. Hopefully, turn that a little bit. Need to get my kids in here to help me edit. All right, we'll do this with the left leg again, trying to control the reps. Probably a little bit light. That's all right. It's a good start for the first week of this training. Okay. 2 and 3, 4, and then 1, 2, 3, and 4. All right. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1. Yeah, that is really a challenge to get it out there. Okay. All right. I think that's enough on that exercise. Actually, I'll stay seated. Looks like I'm. So yeah, that's it for the calf raise. I could do a rest pause set like we did on the upper body, where we go to failure and then do one or two more. But I typically don't do that actually on my calves. Honestly, my calf development is pretty good, and so it's just not something that I could do that if I wanted to, but I think that weight was pretty good. I was controlling them well and getting all the way out. You could also do a calf raise where you're standing off of a block and holding a dumbbell and going up, okay, one-legged and controlling those reps. But you can really feel that in your lower leg by controlling those reps. So again, I'll follow this for probably 4 to 8 weeks and see. So, all right, now we're going to move into some stuff that's a lot harder. All right, let's see how we can make this work in here. I'm realizing I need to get it at an angle. All right, let's see where we're at. So yeah, there is my back extension machine, or just a back extension chair or bench. All right, so with this exercise, the range of motion is actually pretty short, but I am still going to try to control the reps both ways. I'm not going to do any sort of rest pause. I'm just going to do one straight set. And I'll go ahead and just kind of do a warm-up with this. So kind of get off the edge of this, cross your arms, and I'm going to come down about right there, and then I'm going to come up slowly. Okay, hold, and then bring it down nice and slow. Okay, so that's how the reps will look. That's actually, just with my body weight, that actually is extremely hard. You see my heart rate's up a little bit. So I'm like at 115 just from the calf exercise that I did. So my plan was to do to hold a 45-pound dumbbell on this. So I think I'll do that, and then I can always just drop it off and just use body weight if I get tired. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, so put the dumbbell here on the floor. All right, we'll see what happens here. We'll see if I can get maybe 4. If I do 7 to 8 second reps, 4 would put me in about 30 seconds. I'm not going to do a rest pause. Whenever I complete the first part of the set, I'm just going to stop. So the key with this also is making sure you're breathing, with your head kind of down. Pressures can go up, blood pressures, and those sort of things. So making sure you breathe, especially whenever you do this. All right, let's go. All right. Yeah, that is very hard to control. I'll try one with just my body weight. Again, it's my first week doing this. 1,003. Yeah, that is plenty. All right. Yeah, that was extremely hard. I think I got a lot from that. I think I did 3 with the 45. Tempo was a little bit fast, but again, the tension of gravity is rather short on this, but I really felt that in my hamstrings and up into my erector spinae muscles. I really like this exercise. I feel like that it does a lot for me personally. You know, just a set or two a week can make all the difference, certainly. So, all right. So a good question that I get sometimes, you know, especially with this particular workout split, is, you know, could I start with the leg press, or why wouldn't I start with the leg press? Because it's the biggest movement. For me personally, if I start with the leg press, because it's going to be so difficult to do, and especially control those reps, I'm not going to do as well on the calves and the back extension. So really those are the three exercises that I'm going to focus on here with this workout. So like I said, I may throw in the crunches there as well. All right. My heart rate's not too high compared to that day where I did those pull-ups. Okay. So like around 100, 105. So it's not high at all. So yeah, so that's how I like to do it. Start with the calves. Really, it's kind of a warm up for me, and then the back extension, and then now I'm going to go to really what it's all about, at least for me today in this workout, and that's going to be the leg press. All right, let's get this tripod moved. We'll go around the gym here. We'll go the long way home. You guys can get a look at my gym here. We've got, I don't know, I guess actual fitness space might be 800 or 900 square feet here. We've got it jam-packed full of Cybex. I really enjoyed the Cybex equipment. We're very lucky to have it. Very, very pleased to have it. Hopefully, let me get a good look at where we are here as far as the camera. Let's see, I can move that in a little closer. Got to get my kids in here to film for me. All right. This workout was a lot easier than that upper body day. Of course, I haven't hit this yet. All right. So, the leg press. Yeah, this is going to be pretty difficult because of so much muscle mass involved. So the thighs, you know, the glutes, the hamstrings, the adductors, quadriceps, even your calves are involved here, at least to some certain degree. So we'll see how it goes. I'm going to do a warm up. Again, doing the tempo, probably 3 to 4 seconds out, 3 to 4 seconds back. We will probably do an extended set where I do, you know, 4 to 6, rest, and then do a rep or two more. We'll try to choose a load that's very much a challenge for me, but yet allows me to maintain tension across my legs. So this is going to be an interesting workout, I'm sure, here for me on this leg press. So hopefully you can kind of see everything. We'll see how it goes. I like to put the seat pretty far down on this, at least for me, because I find if it's in a more of an upright position for me, it's just not as comfortable. But certainly you could adjust the seat based on how you feel. All right, let's go. Just something I know I can do. Pretty light. Sure, I've got this stylus in my pocket. All right. Let's see how we go here. So yeah, I'm going to try to control it both ways and not let the plate touch. Alright, let's see, that was 250. I have no idea what I'm going to be able to do on this. We'll just see where we're at here. Let's see how this feels. see if I can get a better view of it. I don't know if that'll be any better. We'll see. Yeah, that might be a little better. Alright. At least you can kind of see. Alright, so that's 370. That's pretty good. And the stack goes to 5. Tell you what, let's just see what we got here. I'm gonna put it on 450. I don't think I've usually done that when I do multiple sets and reps, but I know this will be a challenge for me starting. All right, let's go ahead and go. All right, so try to control it both ways, making sure you're breathing. We may end up getting quite a few reps here. We'll see. If we do, we do. It's okay. We can increase it next week. I think I'm gonna go ahead and rest and do another one. All right, here we go. Let's see if I can get one good one. Alright, that was it. Alright, guys. I'm not going to do abs. I'm sorry. I'm not going to do abs. No way. I'm not sure how many reps I did. I'll have to look at the video. Honestly, I probably could have gone a little bit heavier there. But I didn't. I think I got 6 or 7 on the first part of that set. I certainly did not reach failure on that first part. And then I think I did 2 after maybe a 10-second break there. And then I did 2 at the very end on the second rest pause rep. I did 2. So I don't know, I probably did 10 or 12 reps. So yeah, that time under load was significantly higher than when I talked about the other day with the upper body training. And I think for lower body, that's okay. I think so. I think you know, there's a lot of people that would agree with that statement, that the lower body may respond better to some higher reps. But yeah, so that was good. I definitely felt that in my legs by controlling those reps. I really enjoy that. So really, my workout time there for those exercises, again, we just did 3 exercises. I could do a set of crunches, but honestly, I like to be able to focus on that, and I did. I don't think I need to do crunches. Like I said, the abs are sore from pull-ups. I feel good about everything that we did here today. The calves, I think I did good execution there. Got good muscle fiber recruitment, back extensions as well. And here, again, I think I could go a little heavier next week, and maybe kind of fail in that 4 to 6 rep range. Again, doing 8-second reps, 6 to 8, so that put me at 40 seconds or so time in a load, and then maybe doing 1 or 2 more on each extended part of that set or rest pause. But yeah, I think it was a good workout. So anyway, that's the whole setup, at least for this week. Again, I could have had the crunches. So anyway, day 1 was the upper body day. Please watch the video on that. Again, I did a chest press exercise, pull up exercise, shoulder press. I actually did a pull down movement, which you could do rows if you wanted to, but for me, I like to do that pull down machine. And then I finished with the curl. Watch that video. And then today, calf raises, the back extension, and leg press. So there's 8 exercises that I can assure you trains 99% of the body's musculature. Okay, so today's workout, probably really, I did a lot of talking in the beginning. I'm at 27 minutes from that point. So the workout itself today probably took 20 minutes. The one the other day was a little longer, had 5 exercises. Certainly could have been done in 22 to 25 minutes. So you're looking at 45 minutes of exercise time. So, but as with anything, the same program done over and over and over and over and over is not the answer. You have to change your workouts, you have to alter them, but you still don't need to devote, hours upon hours to strength training per week. So this particular phase, I'm just doing kind of a lower volume approach. People out there that are doing super high volume and have for years, I challenge you to do a phase where you're doing lower volume, controlling your reps. Don't go super light. Go, choose a load that's challenging, but control your reps. I think you'll see some benefits from it. It's not to say it's the only way to train. It's certainly not the only way to train forever. But it's a valuable way to train, and it's one of my probably top 4 to 6 ways I like to train. So anyway, I hope this video's helped. I hope you guys have gained some insight into how I'm doing this current weekly setup. When I decide to change something, especially take a radical change, I will post another training video on this. So if you have questions, please comment below. Like, subscribe, send it to friends to watch, and I hope that helps.